Hi.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network live on YouTube, PS4 live stream Joe Price Facebook. Today we are doing the first round NFL Madden season Madden season playoffs, season 12, 2018. This is the wild card weekend of first round games. We have AFC. We got the Los Angeles Chargers, who will be taking on Kansas City. Los Angeles Chargers are the sixth seed. The sixth seed. All right. And they will be taking on Kansas City, who are Kansas City, who are seed number 4. Okay. And then we also have today Houston Texans, who are
You've
the
made it to the wild card round. Remember, the playoffs are single elimination.
fifth seed, right? We got the Houston Texans, who are the fifth seed. They got a big game today in Pittsburgh. Okay, so we got the Los Angeles Chargers. Nice 4:35 game at Kansas City. Los Angeles Chargers 6th seed at Kansas City 4th seed. Then we go down to the Houston Texans at Pittsburgh Steelers. Houston Texans 5th seed. Pittsburgh Steelers 3rd seed. All right. Now, two number 1 teams in the AFC West are sitting. Number 1 seed is Miami Dolphins, which is very interesting. Okay. Last time I think the Dolphins went to the Super Bowl in my Madden season was in season 8 that I live streamed. Season 8 of the Madden season on my channel. The Dolphins and the Lions played, I think, in the Super Bowl. I think it's either season 8 or it's either season 9 or 10. Also, number 1 Miami Dolphins in the AFC. Okay, it's playoff series. And Jacksonville Jaguars seed number 2. I could see that, right? That wouldn't be all that bad. All right. Um, that's one. And then okay, then we move over to the NFC. All right. Today also, the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle is the 3rd seed. They'll be taking on Washington Redskins, the 4th seed. Washington Redskins 4th seed. Um, then later tonight we will have Big Kurt Lord Green and the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing at New Orleans Saints. Big game. 1 game elimination. Okay. Now we look at the NFC 2 top seed division leaders. The first one is Los Angeles Rams. And the second one would be the Green Bay Packers at number 2 seed. Okay. And there you have it in terms of all of your playoff brackets of the wild card. Here we go. I also gave you division leaders to let you know the division leaders of the NFC. Seed 1 and 2 is Los Angeles Rams. Seed 1. Seed 2 would be the Green Bay Packers in the NFC. All right. That's your division leaders. All right. They will most likely play in the second and third round. But in the first round wild card NFC is the Philadelphia Eagles at New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks at Washington. Okay, that's all of your teams in the NFC. All right. Okay. And in the AFC, Houston Texans at Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be a wild card one. And Los Angeles Chargers at Kansas City. Also, remember, as I said earlier in the stream, Miami Dolphins are number 1 in the AFC playoffs, and Madden playoffs, and Jacksonville is number 2. So I just wanted to give you some little bit of the outlooks there. If you want to also see the season statistics, we're going to go on down with that. Okay, so you can also see that the Los Angeles Rams are ranked number 1, right? In actually the NFL, Miami Dolphins are ranked number 2. Jacksonville Jaguars were ranked number 3. Packers were ranked number 4, and the Kansas City Chiefs was ranked number 5. Okay. Tennessee Texans ranked number 6, 11-5 record. New Orleans Saints ranked number 7. All right. So Saints were 11-5 this year. Texans was 11-5. Kansas City were 11-5. Packers was 12-4 this season. 12 of the Madden League. Jacksonville Jaguars are 12-4. Miami Dolphins were 12-4. All right, and the Rams were, what are they? 13-3. That's an excellent record. Okay, we moved down to seed 8. Okay, we seen Texans with Deshaun Watson 11-5. New Orleans Saints 11-5. All right, let's move on down. Redskins had a 10-6 record this year. Not bad. And the Redskins ended up becoming a the Redskins also trying to look up their okay. So the Redskins ended up becoming a 4th seed this year. Interesting. The Seahawks 10-6. They ended up becoming a 3rd seed. Los Angeles Chargers 10-6. All right. They ended up becoming a 6th seed. 10-6. Steelers 10-6 this season. 12 of the Madden League. They end up becoming a 3rd seed. And the Philadelphia Eagles, of course, 9-7. We ended up becoming a 6th seed of the NFC. So there you have it. These are all the 12 teams that made the playoffs. All right, the NFL playoffs, season 12, 2018 Madden League. So I just wanted to give you all statistics, all the goodies. You got all the statistics of everything. All 12 teams that made it and where they stand. These are the teams that didn't make it. Cincinnati Bengals didn't make it at 9-7. Chicago Bears didn't make it at 9-7. They could have slipped in. The Patriots did not make the playoffs. I think their season ended at 8-8. The Raiders did not make the playoffs. Season ended 8-8. Falcons didn't make it. Season ended 8-8. Titans, they didn't make it. Their season ended at 8-8. The Panthers ended at 7-9. Cowboys 7-9. Giants 7-9. None of these teams made it. Detroit Lions 7-9. The Colts were 6-10. The Vikings were 6-10. Jets were 6-11. Buccaneers were 5-11. The Browns were 5-11. The Ravens was 5-11. That's terrible. They got RG3 and Lamar Jackson and Joe Flacco. They shouldn't have went 5-11. Arizona Cardinals 4-12. 49ers 4-12. The Denver Broncos 4-12. And Buffalo Bills 3-13. The worst. Mm. So the Cleveland Browns wasn't the worst. I don't think so. Well, they're the 27th worst, and the Bills are 32. So there you have it. These are all the teams. There you have it. All right, and we're going to get into wild card game of the AFC. So I just wanted to give you that whole outlook, so that way you have a good idea of where everything stands, and we can start from there. If anybody want to join any leagues in the future, friend me on my PSN at JoePrice834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price. Or friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell so you can be notified for new content. Also, check out my Facebook page, Joe Price Hall of Fame, which is an exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and the current. Shout out to the YouTube family. I'd like to thank the YouTube for making these hot videos possible. All the stuff that you guys do to enhance the YouTube channel. I'd like to thank YouTube. All right. So much love to YouTube, Twitch. A lot of my fans from my Facebook, Joe Price. A lot of my fans from my Facebook, Joe Price Hall of Fame, my Classic Playoff Championship Facebook. It's been so much fun live streaming sports video games. I'm having the time of my life, and I hope you are enjoying this. Shout out to Hockey Gamer in the chat. I see you there, buddy. Yes, all the playoffs start today. So enjoy the content. I hope you enjoy it. And let's see what team makes it to Super Bowl 12 in the Madden League. This is our 12th season, 12th anniversary, and I'm happy about it. I've done all the playoffs and Super Bowls on Madden 17 I streamed, Madden 18, but I've never done it on 19. And altogether, I have done 12 Madden franchises live stream. Okay, so we want to keep this franchise thing going. I like franchise mode. That's my favorite. I love the seasons and the playoffs and Super Bowls. I like to compete. You know, I like the Ultimate Team and some of the other ones, but I love the competing competition for championship. Uh, okay. Oh, shout out to those that subscribe to the channel and also those who don't. All right. Let's get this game underway. One and done. Death game elimination. AFC wild card first round. Los Angeles Chargers at Kansas City Chiefs. NFL wild card playoffs in the Madden League season 12 2018 underway.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead for the call from Kansas City. We'll hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the Chargers' new kicker for 2018, Caleb Sturgis, to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Kansas City Chiefs and their leader under center, Patrick Mahomes. What have you thought of him so far in the preseason now that he is the guy?
I've liked what I've seen because when he came out of Texas Tech, we knew he had the big arm. We also knew that he made a lot of what they call unscheduled plays. Some of them good, some of them not so good. He might take some chances because he believed in his arm so much. But a season sitting behind Alex Smith, great lessons for him. When to take a chance, when not to. There's still a little bit of that gunslinger in him. But at the same time, they also see some maturity coming as well. A little more accurate than what people thought.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's the lineup for Kansas City, and I understand that we have a med school graduate from McGill up in Canada. Who is it, Charles?
Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Now, I want to say Tardif because I just love the way it rolls off the tongue, but it's Tardif. And his teammates call him Frenchie, and they call him Larry. But you're exactly right. Since the end of last season, he has graduated medical school.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Following the interception here, Rivers. This is Gordon on the double ball. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. First down, Rivers. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, in bounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swann, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents were telling them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. Defensively, here's a look at the L.A. Chargers, and for them, another week in the preseason and another season-ending injury. First, it was Jason Verrett, and now they've got Jalen Watkins gone for the year.
And Jalen Watkins serves dual roles because he was a terrific special teams player as well as a safety. So now your first-round pick, Derwin James, a big-time selection for the Chargers. Can he play corner and safety? Can they clone him? Puts a little more pressure on the rookie out of Florida State.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Here we go. Left, green, 90, flat.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers now on second down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Rivers now to throw on first down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to lead the offense on the field. His opening drive looked good for a while there last time out, was moving the ball down the field, but then the interception, and they ran it back to the house.
Here we go. It's a game of human beings, isn't it? Mistakes will happen, and as you noted, he was playing so well on this drive.
You got PS4.
There's a miscommunication between him and his intended receiver. Did they run the wrong route?
Oh, yeah, I got PS4.
They just have
yes,
to shake it off and
I
keep firing.
Yes, I got PS4.
Back to it after the pick 6.
Oh, my
the Chiefs are going to get him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Real big. The Kansas City Chiefs defense is playing spectacular today.
Second down throw for Rivers.
Los Angeles Chargers.
Position on it. He pulls it in.
Phillip Rivers.
A gain of 32
with the
that time.
Oh, my God.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there
Kansas
for
City's
big time
defense is looking
completion.
good. Their offense is looking good as well. But so far, Kansas City defense is looking like it could be a factor in today's wild card matchup. Okay, well, we're at 1st and 10. No! Hold on. Line up. All right,
now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
And we're going to see what's going to happen.
On 1st and 10, Rivers.
No!
It's intercepted. Picked by Kendrick Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Arrowhead Stadium.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble. The second is leaving his hand.
The defense is looking spectacular.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top early. And we're back to Arrowhead after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Left. Green 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Black 58, right. Black 58.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mahomes to the former Ram, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Hey, switching gears for a second. Halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution. Struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you get a lot of really good competition in practice with the best versus the best from each team.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Throwing, Rivers. Caught left side, Williams.
Oh, what a
They
pass.
give him a gain of 37.
Gain of 37. 37.
A nice little
Phillip
completion
Rivers
there by
starting
Phillip
to light
Rivers.
up
And
on
you and I were
Kansas
reading
City.
the article yesterday, 5th
On the
grade.
comeback
Rivers had to
mode.
do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and
Passing to Williams.
aspirations. So he
All right,
clipped out
Williams is having
a
a good
football
day
player from a
receiving today,
magazine
too, as
article
well.
and pasted his face
Now,
on the helmet. That's what he
Kansas
wanted to
City
be,
are
and it
the
turned out
favorites in
okay.
today's
Not
wild
so
card.
bad. Not so bad at all.
But
Remember,
the
he's the
Los
son of a
Angeles
coach.
Chargers
And on that play,
are
I think he
the
made the old
underdog
coach
in
proud with that
today's game.
completion.
So now 1st
Los
and 10
Angeles
in
Chargers
Chiefs
seeding
territory
6.
at the
Kansas City
36.
Chiefs are the 4th seed. So KC are the favorites.
Rivers on 1st down.
Oh!
Bats it
man.
away, and it falls down incomplete.
Woo!
Tyrell
Almost
Williams
got the
was the
bomb.
intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Rivers again. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now it's Hunt, and he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. His quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Green 90.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 45, 58.
Mahomes to throw once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Butker now to add the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that, but for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Phillip Rivers now gears up to take the offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after it.
Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you grip.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. First down, Rivers. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Justin Houston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long for Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Rivers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green, 90.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey. Left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 29 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rivers now to throw on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that one results in 35 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 32 that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rivers now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Here's Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. With their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
4 down, check. Here we go. Blue 45.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This is Watkins, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 35 yards, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Butker now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Reggie Ragland in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Rivers now on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And now here comes Kansas City. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This is Hunt, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Butker on for the PAT. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. 20, 10, touchdown, L.A. Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.